welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm Monica and you are watching Mississippi Glam. So happy Monday. I hope you guys had a really great weekend. Mine was full of rain and kids, so sleep did not quite go as planned. So today I am going to do a makeup video for you guys that hopefully will get you through today and the rest of the week. If you had a stressful weekend, whether it was full of kids or just studying for final exams or you were out partying, which I know some people do, just because I don't mean that you don't. But anyways, this look is a natural beauty makeup look. You're using obviously makeup and products to get full coverage, but you don't want to look too done up as if you're going to go to like the Oscars or to an award show. You just want to look fresh and clean and put together and like you, but the best you possible. So I'm going to show you guys how I use my makeup products to achieve this fresh-faced baby look. Okay, baby, not baby, but anyways, this fresh-faced look. So if you guys want to see how to do this, then keep watching. Okay, so I have pulled my hair back, I have washed, toned, and moisturized my face. That is the biggest part of this look, is making sure that your skin looks and feels and is ready for this makeup. You have to do all of those things. That way your makeup will look better, it will lay better, and it will really give you that natural beauty look that you were going for. So what I did, because I know a lot of people, they say that and then you're like, but what did you use? What did you use? I'm going to show you guys what I actually use for my skin. So as far as washing my skin, I like to use, and this is just the generic brand. You can get the St. Ives brand, but I've got this one, and it is the Blemish Control Facial Scrub, and it is an apricot scrub. It's like blemish and blackhead control. Looks like this. You can pick this up at your local Dollar General, or you can pick it up at Walmart, anywhere that sells it, but I use this. And then as for what to scrub it on, I picked this up a month or two ago at Walmart, and it's just this little like scrubbing pad. It's hard, and then once you run it underneath the water, it softens up and it kind of goes, you know, kind of big, kind of fluffs up like the beauty sponge. I put it on there and then I scrub my face with it. I wash that off, and then when I'm done with that, I like to tone my face with the Dickinson's. I have a hair on there. Yeah. Excuse that. I like to tone my face with the Dickinson's Original Witch Hazel. I like to use this. It's pretty good. It does not burn my face. Other toners would burn the heck out of my face. This one does not, so I like to tone my face with this. It also helps keep my oil at bay. And then after that, I will use my Garnier Moisture Rescue. I really like this one, but I love the pink one the best. This one's good. I apply this each time I do my makeup and at nighttime, all on my face and down my neck. I really do enjoy this. It's really nice. And as far as breakouts, if I know I'm going to be doing this look or even any makeup look or just in general, when it comes to breakouts, I like to use this tea tree oil. You can find this at Walmart as well. I take a Q-tip, I run it underneath the water, I put a couple dabs of this on there, and then I apply it to the areas that are broke out. And by morning, they've come to a head, they're ready to be taken care of, or it kind of helps the marks go away. So now that I've talked about that, the last thing, which I know if you hate water, you're going to just hate hearing this, is water. Drink water. Obviously, that's the important part, but okay. So now that we've got into that, now we're on to the makeup stuff. Okay, so as far as makeup, I'm going to do it right here in front of you guys. I'm going to prime my face first. So now that we've got all the skincare stuff, now we're going to still go on to skincare, but something different. I'm going to start off with this e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer. And this is if you have any breakout spots that you want to take care of. So I take a little pump on my finger right here. I don't need very much. And the spots that I'm broke out on, that's where I apply it. So any little spots you're having little breakouts, just dab it there, smooth it in. I feel this is a very important step. It just for some reason keeps that little broke out area together, if that makes any sense. Okay. And it does have, I believe it's like salicylic acid in there. So yeah, it's 2.0%, just in case you're like, what is that? Okay, and then the next primer that I'm going to use is another e.l.f. primer, and this is a poreless primer. I really have been enjoying this one. So it's pink. So I take some of that, it comes out white. First I was like, oh my gosh, this is lotion? No. So I do the same thing, dab my fingers together, dab, dab, dab. And then I just go in. I go in one motion, go out in the other motion. I also need to tell you that it is really important for you to let your moisturizer, like after you have washed your face and moisturized it, let it sit for a little bit. You know, put it on there, go get you a cup of coffee, go get you some water, great time to get your water, you know, get all your beauty stuff together, whatever you're going to do, pick out your outfit for work, and then come and put on your primers. After I put on my primers, I do like to let them sit just for a few minutes as well. So, and I like to moisturize my lips with some chapstick during that time too. Okay, so I've just put on my primers. So what I'm going to do now is just let this sit for a few minutes to really sink in and just, you know, get all up in my skin and stuff. And then I'm going to be back to show you guys what I use for the rest of my face. Alright. Okay, so I've given that a little bit of time to set in, just kind of put things away, just do your normal stuff. So, now, oh, and I do want to tell you about that primer, the poreless one. Sometimes, even when I'm not wearing makeup, I will wear that around the house, or if I know that I've got to make like a quick trip to the school to drop off like a lunchbox or whatever, because it does kind of make your skin look a little bit more fuller and youthful. It kind of, you know, fills in all the pores and stuff like that. And sometimes when I'm just, you know, covering up a couple of spots, like when I don't wear makeup out and about, I will wear that primer. It is really great for that. Okay, so before I even start putting on my foundation, I'm going to take some of my spray. I know you guys are like, what? This is, well, it's in this little bitty bottle, but this is actually a little bit leftover of the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro set, what is it, spray and set with water. There was like a little teeny tiny bit left in the bottom, and I put water in there, and that's the way I've been using it. And I just kind of keep adding a little bit, and it's mainly, it's like pretty well full of water. Yeah, way to extend your spray there. Anyway, so I have this filled up. Okay, I filled this up yesterday, that's why. I like to take this. Okay, it's like a little, you know, burst of moisture for the face. So, alright, so I'm going to show you guys my foundations, and I'm using two of them today. I'm going to show you and tell you what I'm using and why I'm using them. So the first one is by CoverGirl, and this is a oil control foundation. I'm using this one mainly in the center of my face, because that's where I get really, really oily. So I just take my finger. I don't like this little shake bottle, but unfortunately they haven't come up with the pump one yet for this one. I don't know why, but I have forever loved the 3-in-1, but I had to go elsewhere when I started having issues. So pretty much the center of my face, I put this. Wherever I still want it to be pretty light. And I don't go too crazy with it, obviously. Because remember, you want to look kind of natural. You don't want to be looking, you know, done up. Okay. So the next one is by Maybelline, and this one is the Instant Age Rewind one. I really like this one. So I use this one on the outside of my face, because this is just a teeny tiny bit darker. So I just give me a couple little marks right here. Look like I'm going to war, but you know, just a couple little marks. I go down just a little bit, because don't forget your neck. That's important too. I don't even have it rolled up much, is why I keep dabbing it. But anyways, looks good. Alright, so now I'm just going to blend all of this out, and then we'll come back for the next step. Nicely blended out. The next step is concealer. So I like to take this Maybelline Master Conceal. I really enjoy this concealer. It's just, I don't know, my go-to. I really, really enjoy it. This shade is Fair. They have many different shades available. As I take it on the back of my hand, I squeeze out what looks like a little poop. Yeah, I just totally said that. Poop. Yeah. And then I like to take this little brush that I got in one of my Ipsy bags, I believe. Anyways, it says eyeshadow too, but this is what it looks like. Just looks like that. I like to take a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And I don't go directly underneath my eye. A lot of people, that's the first place they go, is like right underneath their eye. Don't do that. Because I mean, we're still trying to look natural. We're trying to appear naturally beautiful. And I mean, even though you can tell we have makeup on, it's nothing, it doesn't look glam. It's like, oh, she's pretty, you know what I mean? It's just, it comes natural. And sometimes I do go a little overboard. just like everybody, but... And I do cover up my spots. I know there's like spot corrector kits that you can get, but I prefer just to cover mine up with concealer. So I just go and I kind of feel like this controls it a little bit better. Some people say, you know, using your finger to warm up the product. You can do that if you'd like. Totally up to you, but this is just the way that I put mine on. I feel like I don't get too much, which I know when you see my face now, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. But this is how I like to wear my makeup. I kind of like conceal and highlight at the same time with it. If that makes any sense. Because I have like some discoloration down here from breakouts and stuff, so it kind of bothers me. So I like to kind of just, you know, my chicken claw. Alright, looks pretty good. And then I take my sponge, and if it is not damp, sometimes, you know, you'll wet your sponge and it's not very damp. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of my setting spray, spray it on there. But I'm just going to go ahead and start pouncing this on my face just like this. And I like to work the concealer that I put right here up towards underneath my eye. Just makes it look a little bit more natural and it doesn't settle in that fine line. So I'm just going to blend all of this into my skin. Just like so. And whatever's left over, I like to come back and just go right on top of my lids, because my lids do have a little bit of blue and purple discoloration and veins. So I like to kind of just, you know, cover that up as well. Alright, so I'm going to blend this out and then I'm going to come back. Okay, so most people would go right in with the powder to set everything. I don't do that. I take my Coastal Scents, this is the warm palette, and you can use anything that you like that's even close or similar to this. This palette has two. It is a yellow and a peach color right there. I like to actually spot cover with that. So I take a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of the peach, and wherever I'm having little red spots, I like to take and spot cover. I like to do it when my face is still kind of sort of damp. For one, because I feel like it helps the yellow and the peach kind of stay on that spot, so you don't see it. It won't rub off out through the day. So I go with covering up all my blemishes first with that. Anywhere you see a little blemish. And anywhere that you get red or you have a little bit of discoloration like I do, like sometimes underneath my eyes, like right here, will look a little, I look a little tired, so I like to take some of that. And I like to just kind of go around my eyes with it, just to kind of cover up any blue or purple that I'm having there. And it kind of just makes me look more youthful and more wide awake, and I didn't have to put a lot of extra product there. So I just kind of fan it out just a little bit. Same thing on this side. Once you have done that, you're ready to move on to powder. And sometimes with some of the blemishes, you might have to just kind of go around them a little bit, because sometimes they can cast a shadow. So just kind of go around them a couple of times, hit them at like every angle to kind of cover it up. Okay, so before I was using pressed powders, you know, the Fit Me powders, stuff like that that you get at the store. Well, I have been testing out this Airspun loose face powder, and let me tell you, a lot of testing has went into this product, because like I said before, if I'm going to tell you guys to get something, I want it to be a good product. I don't want you guys to get it and be like, that sucked. I just blew whatever, $6, $10, whatever, and that absolutely sucked. So I've been testing it with everything. So anyways, I take it, I put a little bit in the lid here. And yes, it does smell like your grandma, I know, but you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Alright, so I take my little beauty sponge, I damp underneath my eyes just a little bit to make sure there's no creases. Just like so. Take the other end, I damp it in there, just like that, bump, bump. I take my hand, bump, bump, and then I go right underneath my eye with it. bring it down into that little V shape there. And alongside my nose. Same side, bump, 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 bump. Oh, I forgot to do that one. Okay, well, this one might have a little crease. It'll be fine. And then I just go around areas that I know I have makeup that generally rubs off there, like my chin, around my lips and my nose. A little bit more, bump, bump, center of my nose, up to where I normally get oily, right here. Bump, bump. And then whatever's left, I'll kind of just go around on my hand and just go around my face with it. Yep. Do your eyelids, whatever. Alright, we're good. And that's all I do for the powders. Okay, now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. So I got this sample in my Ipsy bag. Absolutely love it for eyeshadow. I know, I was like, I'm not even sure. I don't even know what the name of this is, you guys, but I'll try to find it and put it in here. But this is what it looks like. Really, really pretty. It's supposed to be a blush, but you know what? I've been using it for eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush right here. I'm going to go in there, and we're going to use this as eyeshadow. Dark, too fancy. Next we're going to go in with this Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter powder. That's what it looks like. So we're just going to take a little bit of this on our finger right here, and we're just going to go in the center of our eye. We're not trying to look like we're going to a nightclub or anything of that nature. We're just trying to give our eye just a little bit of definition. And I don't use this as a highlighter for that. I kind of have just been enjoying it as a eyeshadow. So I just like to, you know, put it on my eye there in the middle. Just kind of tap it out a little bit. Just to give your eye a little something, something extra. Okay, and the next thing is a cream pigment that I got in my Ipsy bag as well. This one is Honeydew. I've really been enjoying this one too. I don't know. I don't know what. I didn't think I was gonna like these colors, but I do. So this is what it looks like. If you guys watched my Ipsy video, you know I was having issues with my camera, but there's a better view of it. So I like to take my finger, tap it in there just a little bit. You know, get a little bit on your hand. Not too crazy, but and I like to go a little bit on the arch here. And I use my finger because it gives it more of a natural look, which that's what we're going for. So I just kind of smear it on the arches there, just like so. Just gives it a little bit more of a natural look there. And then we're going to go in with our Coastal Scents palette. We're going to take a little bit of this white right here, a little bit of that, and the color below it, which is just a little bit of a shimmer. I like to go right there just to kind of keep that light and bright. Not too much. Just a little bit. Whatever's left over, take it right there. Just kind of blend that out. Okay. And that's it for the eyeshadow. Now we're going to move on to the eyeliner. The next item is from my Ipsy bag as well. I know you guys. This is the ColourPop cream liner, and the color is DTLA. It's just like this really pretty navy blue color. I'm just going to simply simply line the top of the top of my lid, just like this. More natural colors is what's going to make you look a little bit better, and more like, you know, you tried to make yourself look a little bit, you know, more put together, but not like so over the top. Not if you're like rocking a, you know, cut crease or some like drastic wing liner or something, you know, or lashes that were like this. So I try to stick more to this, you know, or you can stick to something that's more natural to your color. If black works for you, fine, do black. Just use a light hand. All of this is about using a light hand. So there we go. And now we're going to curl our lashes, which you don't really need to see me do that. You don't need to see me curl my lashes or really put on my mascara. But I will tell you the mascara that I am using, which is this Maybelline, the Falsies Big Eyes. I used to use this and I started using it again, and oh my gosh, I love it, mainly because of this teeny tiny wand right here, okay? You see this? It's so little. So I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes and put on my mascara. Are done. I really love that mascara. It's like reuniting with an old friend. It's like really good. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get onto our brows. I'm going to use this Maybelline Define a Brow. This color is a little bit lighter than what I normally use. This is a light brown. I usually go with the medium brown. But because I kind of made a mistake and it was like, oh, well, too late, I go over it with a little bit of this other mascara, eyebrow pencil. And this is from Ofra. I don't even remember the color. It's just a really... it's just a little bit darker brown. I think it's more of a medium brown. So I kind of do like this 2-dimension type eyebrow. But I'm not going to talk during this part, for one, because I don't want to mess up my brows. But anyways, just try to keep your brows really nice and cleaned up and just more of the natural look, other than, you know, maybe so arched or just so, you know, just really nice clean brows. That's important. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. You guys can watch in silence. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start contouring. I like to use the Wet n Wild kits. I've talked about this many a times. You see I have hit pan many a times. But this one is Dulce de Leche. Can I even talk? Okay. But in this palette, I only use this color right here. So I take a flat little brush here, go in there, and go right underneath my eyes. Kind of clean up that little bit of an eyeshadow line right there. Bring it down into that little triangle shape. Whatever's left on the side of my nose. And that's it for that one. So next we're going to go in with not the little side piece. We're going to go in with a bronzer. And this one is just e.l.f. and this is golden bronzer. Really like this one. Come on, focus. I have hit pan in this one as well. I know. But I really love these guys. I mean, I love them so much. But I take a little brush like this. I go around just like that, not too much. And then I start off right here. We're just adding a little bit of color back in the face, a little bit of warmth. Because we've taken that out with a little bit of the foundation and the concealer and stuff like that. So I kind of go a little messy with it. But it works for me. Just add a little bit of color back in the face. Whatever's left, I like just to take, put on my nose just like that. On my chin, get a little bit more. I'll go along the jawline right here. A little bit on the chin, go and cover the ears. And then on my neck. Get your hair out of it. Get your hair out of it, Monica. Not too crazy. Don't go too crazy. It's all about using a light hand. And I know that may have looked pretty heavy, but it wasn't. So now we're going to go ahead and go in with the second contour kit. Now this one was the first one I started using, and I love it. It was Caramel Toffee. They switched it, and now like this color is like yellow, and I don't like it, so kind of stinks. But I like to use this brown color in here. It just looks a little bit more natural for me. And yes, I've hit pan on that, so I just kind of turn my brush to the side. Go up to the forehead just a little bit. Take a little bit more, hit right here. Just kind of carving that out just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Whatever's left, I'll just run up to the side of my nose and down on the bottom. Nothing too crazy. Next, we're going to go in with a blush. And guess who it's by? Wet n Wild. I really love this one. So I'm just going to take this color right here for the blush. So I'm just going to take my brush, kind of go in there just like that. Get you some of those cute little pinky rosy cheeks. Make you look a little flushed, like you've been at the gym or eating a Big Mac. I know you guys are like, this is a lot of steps for a natural beauty look. Yeah, but that's because I'm explaining it. It's taking a lot longer because I'm explaining it to you guys. Okay, so next is a highlighter. I could use the one that comes in this one, but I have I've cleaned this out, okay? I have cleaned it out. There is no more in here. I have been using the Becca, what is this? Which one is this one? Moonstone one, and I do like it. It's my $20 one, my splurge. But anyways, for this one, I want it to be a little bit more natural. So we're actually going to go back in with that first, I should say the second little eyeshadow color that I was showing you guys, this Honeydew. We're actually going to go back in with this one. If I could get it open. Work with me. Okay, we're good. We're in. So I'm just going to take my brush, go in there, hit the top part of my cheek, go up just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Just bring it up, and anywhere that the light hits, put it on your nose there. I used to put shiny eyeshadow on the tip of my nose because I felt like it made me look clean, and then it just became a thing. Go back, watch my videos. Huh. Top of your lip there. So just right there, right there. I do a little bit right down there. Take a smaller little brush here, get a little bit of that corner of your eye. Just kind of brighten that up. A little bit. Arch. Arch. Get all your hair out of your face. I like to take my little sponge again, go over some of the little stuff I just did. The next step, easy peasy. We're not going to apply a bunch of crazy colors, all of that. We're actually going to take this NYC Apple-licious Glossy Lip Balm. We're going to put that on our lips. And then we're going to take this Revlon, what is this, Color Burst Creme Brulee. Just like that. And then if you have one, a like little cream concealer stick or whatever, take your finger, do a little bit of that. Just kind of blend it out just a little bit. Boom. Setting spray, and then you're good to go. Alright guys, that is it. Like I said, it's really easy. It takes a lot less time when you're not talking through it, but yeah, this is what I do when I want to do like my naturally beautiful look. It looks like I am wearing something, but I'm not wearing something, if that makes sense. You don't want it to be really harsh. You just want to look like you, but a little bit more, you know, like rested, well awake, like you've been drinking your water, even if you haven't, because I don't drink a lot of water. I should totally drink way more water than what I do, but I don't. So, but this is what I do to kind of have this overall put together look, and I even go as far to keep my hair natural. This is what my hair actually naturally looks like if I don't blow dry it. So sometimes when I'm saying, you know, like, oh, you know, I need to blow dry my hair, it's because it looks like this. So yeah, but I think, you know, if you want to look together, whether you're running late for school or whatever, you can pull off this look fairly easy, and nobody will even know the difference. You know what I mean? If you're running late or not. I like this type of hair to kind of go with it. I like to wear some little cute little like diamond earrings and everything. It just looks really fresh. And the lip color, you know, just keep it really, really natural. That's what helps, you know, the look fresh, put together, you know, not too overdone. So, but this is my look. I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and leave me some great comments below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.